Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It's All Elite Wrap-Up down at the Turnbuckle Tavern. I'm good old Mike BELCASTER with our special guest.
Old fat guy BMX, Tony McGee.
And my good old tag partner.
Yo, big kid. I'm so excited Tony McGee's here.
Throw it down.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
Also, who's with us every week? This guy right here. Wait, I got to get it ready.
Twitch.tv. Oh, yeah, get it ready. You got to interrupt me to get it ready in time, though. I'm just going to... I'll give it to you. Twitch.tv/Freemz.
Yeah.
And then, right below me, we have my other co-host for the Honor Society, which is tomorrow.
Acefield Retro, guys. You know Ace is the place for all your insightful wrestling takes. Host of the Honor Society, also host of Shot Nostalgia. Most of all, I'm just happy to be here on the AEW Wrap-Up Show. My debut on one of the flagship programs of the Turnbuckle Tavern. Next to me, I got my Australian friend. What time is it in Australia right now, Nick Storm?
I'll bloody tell you what time it is. It's All Elite Wrap-Up time, baby. I am Nick Storm, the Australian icon, and I've got the Jeff Hardy bling on because, you know what they say, my bling, makes the ladies sing, baby. Let's freaking do this. So excited to talk all about this episode. Thanks for having me, guys, as always. Appreciate you. Love you all. So.
Good.
Wow.
Good.
What a fun night this is going to be. You know what we should do?
How is everybody? Real quick.
I'm doing absolutely good. You don't have a button like Tom does on the Rodan, right? You're not going to say it doesn't matter how we're doing?
No, but Tom might do it.
Honestly, it's been a rough week. No, I'm just kidding.
You want to talk about it? Let's just make this a counseling session. Fuck Dynamite.
It's always a counseling session here.
Of course.
So Nick Storm, tell us what's on your mind after watching Dynamite tonight.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Oh, I hit the wrong one. Son of a bitch.
It was still good.
It doesn't matter who you are.
There you go.
Botchamania, but I mean, I shouldn't have even started that train of thought. I shouldn't, because I knew it was coming.
But since Nick Storm's here, we could play his song. Oh, wrong one. We don't want to get banned.
Oh my God, that was.
Oh!
You know how we do it.
Nick Storm's top 3 spots for Dynamite tonight are all the same. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy.
You know
Jeff Hardy.
Number 3, Jeff Hardy's entrance. Number 2, Jeff Hardy's gear. Just everything. No, but
it works. Yeah. Are we getting right into it?
Yeah.
You
got any news before we?
Not much, but let me find the fucking drop. There we are. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
What do you guys want to talk about?
Talk about them dropping Cody's name tonight on Dynamite.
Why not, man?
They did.
Oh,
yeah.
I got great news to talk about because I just watched this last night. Did you guys watch the Broken Skull sessions with?
I did. Yeah,
Cody. Mm-hmm. He kind of said something in the middle of it that made me start thinking, and I couldn't get it off my mind the whole thing. But he said this kind of trade that happened and makes me feel I could just be out of my ass with it, but maybe there's more to this than we think. Because he was talking basketball terms a little bit. Like, I have the jersey now. This is my team. But then afterwards, like 5 minutes afterwards, he's like, this trade that happened. I don't know if he was supposed to say that.
What was he referring to? Who?
Well, himself getting traded. But
well, someone listed that full meme. I don't know if you guys seen like "Let's Make a Deal" meme, and it's like, I'll give you Miro, Malachi Black, Adam Cole, all these people, and you get Cody Rhodes. I'll take that deal any day of the week. So, they believe Cody Rhodes is the franchise player. I think AEW still got the better deal on it.
I think this means we get Stone Cold in AEW. Wrestling for the Owen. Yeah. Oh my God.
That's interesting. I can't wait to watch it.
And then Hardy said something too on Twitter where he's like, they need a big. Or it might have been an interview. I don't remember, but he said that they need a big A star, like a Rocker Hogan. He's like, and I would expect it soon. They need the ace that way.
Ace, you're so far away from me. I feel so alone over here. You know.
That's right. I also can break some news too, guys. I have some friends that are live in the building right now. They just announced they are doing another show at Arthur Ashe Stadium in Queens, New York. So they're going to be repeating Grand Slam again. I mean, pretty expected, I would say. Everyone expected that to be happening because it was such a wild success. But maybe they'll try to top what they did with Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson in that 60-minute draw. I was live in person. I certainly will be back in person.
That was a half-hour draw, but
Half-hour draw. Same. Yeah.
But let's go, Ace. Let's go and check it out together.
I'm all in, man.
I'm all in.
When you get a 2-hour show, 30-minute draw is a 60-minute draw.
That's true.
They still went Broadway.
It
works.
Imagine a 60-minute draw and a 2-hour episode. You know,
How awesome would it be?
They did that with Hangman and Danielson. That was
That's right. Oh yeah.
If we got Danielson Omega 2 at Arthur Ashe.
Ooh, could happen.
You never know.
Would be nice.
So what's the story behind that, Thomas? You know,
Behind what?
time a kangaroo down.
It's good segue. I like it. Only other piece of news I got is AEW's got their own shoes coming out. With they're going to be on their Foot Locker and Champs. I guess it's an online only deal for pre-orders.
Who's making them?
Huh?
Who's making them?
I have no idea.
Pro wrestling tees.
No, they're not the shitty
Teespring. I could see Vans doing something like that. Vans or Etnies. I could totally see it. Etnies, yeah.
He's a shoe guy.
I am a shoe guy.
He knows more about shoes than I do.
I could absolutely see Etnies doing that.
I don't even have a foot fetish.
Wait, are they already out? Are they already out?
No, they come out. Pre-orders go up May 27th.
There's a video right now of Mark Henry.
Dude. Oh, wrong guy.
Trying to get the new AEW shoes from Foot Locker.
Yes, so those are the shoes. They look cool. They got like a rainbow AEW logo on the heel.
Mike Belcast is having a J-Bone moment here.
I love 60 minutes on limit draws.
Yeah. No one can have a J-Bone moment like the one and only J-Bone. So.
The other piece of news, guys, I don't know if you saw the Tony Khan interview from earlier today about him not only teasing the Trios Championship, but announced that there is other championships in the making that are not only ready to go, but in hand. The 6-man championships are in hand. There's also some other championships. I'll read you the quote he had read here. So he had said, "There are more championship belts than people might think that I've had up my sleeve, and the Trios Championship are arguably the foremost." So what do you guys think about that? I mean, Cruiserweight Championship, Hardcore Championship.
They're going to bring in the big gold, buddy.
Every new belt they introduce, it's going to water down every other belt.
Bingo.
Yeah. And I feel very strongly about that.
I agree 100%.
Someone said on the Raw down. Yeah, someone said on the Raw down, if they're bringing in the Trios titles, get rid of the tag titles. And I was like, well, yeah, but like, then it's just like, what's happening here? You know what I mean? There's like all these belts now. So
I will save my thoughts on the 6-man championship. I was on the debate. We talked about if they are needed and what's valuable about them. So I will save my thoughts, but I will say I support them, and I tell you guys why. And I think we make a good argument for having the Trios Championship because there's a huge division for it right now.
I'm just going to say
they have too many belts already.
I'll give my pure unfiltered thought right now. Whenever I thought Ring of Honor wasn't coming back, sure, I was fine with Trios titles at AEW. Now that Ring of Honor is here, having the Trios titles at Ring of Honor also opens the door to have some like cross-pollination between AEW Trios and Ring of Honor wrestlers.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's a good entryway for them to be able to do that without it doesn't weaken either side. It doesn't weaken the AEW people going to Ring of Honor, and it doesn't look Ring of Honor look weaker or just look like a developmental. So,
well, Freemz, would you be okay with using the lineage of the Ring of Honor 6-man championships? I know there's only been about 15 holders, if a little bit less than that, but would you want AEW to use the lineage or start something fresh by themselves?
I would want it to just stay at Ring of Honor and AEW not to have a Trios at all. That would be my preferred situation.
But if they were going to do it, don't you think Tony would have brought them in at Supercard of Honor?
Well, it depends. He didn't have a whole lot of time to throw that together. He even said so, admittedly. So,
yeah, and the current champions were, I mean, one's in Impact, the others are on the Indies, so hard to get them all together in time for the show. So you're probably right. But I mean, he was hinting at Kenny Omega being the reason why he wants the Trios Championships involved with the Elite and Undisputed Era. So I'm thinking that's going to be the tournament, and that's going to be the match that we get from them.
I could see the Blanchard production trio holding those Trios titles at the beginning of Ring of Honor.
I could totally see that as well. Yep.
I mean, I definitely agree. Too many titles. It feels like WWE. Every match on a pay-per-view will be for a title, and I don't want that. However, 3 months ago, I would have said hell no to a Trios title. But with the Blackpool Combat Club and now the House of Black, I don't think it's a terrible idea.
Yeah, the difference is right now you're not introducing the title because you're introducing the title. You're introducing them because there's a division in place already.
Yeah.
There's about 10 6-man teams ready to go.
Yep.
So why not give them something to fight for?
Yep. I don't want to see a list of other championships, and I don't even like seeing Ring of Honor championships on AEW.
That could just be him trolling, but it was interesting. I mean, he said that quote is weird. That is a weird quote.
I want a cruiserweight championship.
There doesn't mean he's going to actually use them. It could just be, he has ideas.
Just the fact that the 6-man titles are made and not leaked just shows the infrastructure of AEW able to hold secrets in place.
Mama B. Sorry.
Mama B in the house.
Yeah, I want a cruiserweight championship, light heavyweight, European would be cool. Let's go ahead and throw in the hardcore 24/7.
24/7, yeah.
Yeah, 20. Actually, let's this for copyright reason we'll call it 24/7 365.
We need the AEW Galaxy Championship for sure. Get that one involved.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No more titles, please.
I'm here for it. Whatever.
Everyone doesn't need to hold a fucking belt.
That's true.
But there's so many guys on the roster doing nothing right now, though. That's the thing. I'm not saying they have to have a different
issue. That's a different issue.
I think that'll be settled once Ring of Honor gets up and going. And
I mean, do we need to hire Vince Russo to help them give the mid card or something?
But it's also like it's almost like not having a women's title when there's a women's division. There's a 6-man division already made, so they already established it.
Okay, here's an unpopular opinion. I'm gonna get spicy.
Hot take. Here, get your hot take.
You know why there's people not doing anything? Because the show is too short. Both of their shows are too short.
True too.
I know AEW fans hate when I say that, but it's true. That's why there's people not doing things. There's not enough time.
Rampage is another hour.
No, you always want to leave them wanting a little more.
I agree with, again,
2 hours is perfect.
OFG.
I mean, but what my point is like if we add more championships, then every match is just going to be about championships. We don't have to have that either.
No, we don't.
No more specials.
Yeah. I don't even honestly understand why we have the FTW Championship.
Well, that's unsanctioned. I mean, they can get rid of that at any time. It's just a prop at this point. It might as well be like Cody's weight belt. It's like Cody's weight belt. It's like it comes out with them.
Stinks, brother.
They should deal it like Cody's weight belt. Just give it to a kid in the audience, and that's that. Bye.
I like that idea, Nick.
And I'll be the kid, and I'll be the FTW champion, baby. Woo! Add it to my accolades,
This is spicy news,
right?
This is a good segment. You guys brought the heat for this.
Man, I can't wait till tomorrow because there's so much stuff I want to talk about, but I'm saving it.
It's gonna be good, man. So
live Thursday Honor Society, myself, Freemz, and Sneed. Or any of you guys are welcome too. Pop on, make it a party.
Don't tempt me. Well, anything else before we move on?
Can you show Anthony's comment right here? He's just being a troll. This is why we can't have nice things, young Anthony.
If you think, oh my God, here we go again. Oh, I love Judgment Day.
He's 20.
Edge's new haircut. I can't wait to cut my hair like that when I have enough hair.
Did you guys see the meme today with Edge cutting his hair that says he cut his hair like Rhea, and then they showed Ciampa. They're gonna have him being making himself bald too, which is really funny. Anyway, we're not talking about WWE shit right now. We're talking about the premier wrestling company in the world. We don't need to talk about it. They did enough of that shit on Raw Down.
Sure. The only thing I'll say about WWE is I would let Rhea step on me.
That's a good transition to the show. Do that, Belcaster.
Yo, listen, yo.
It's time for our three gentlemen. I'm going to be the host with the most, and let our special guest go first. So let's start with Ace, since you're bottom right, bottom left, stage left.
So I'm starting with number 3, right? That's what I'm going with?
Yeah, we'll work our way up to number 1. Climb
All right, number 3, and it's not a match. It's a segment or just a small portion of the match, was Punk wearing a John Tavares jersey. And that may not mean a lot to my friend Nick Storm from Australia, or maybe Freemz, who doesn't watch hockey.
I'm a diehard hockey fan.
You are a diehard hockey fan.
I have a Philadelphia Flyers tattoo.
That is my man right there. Tom, do you watch hockey?
I follow the Rangers.
So nobody really understands the significance of the John Tavares heat that CM Punk got tonight, and they won't understand unless you're from here. So John Tavares was franchise player 2009. They won him in a lottery. He became the franchise player for a team that was just riddled in failure. He was their franchise player. He said the season he became a free agent, he said, "Don't trade me. I'm going to be a free agent. I'm going to resign. Don't trade me." Come to July 1st, he gets traded.
What the hell are you doing here?
What happened?
New big kid.
Comes.
Guys, it was me all along.
So he becomes and signs with the Toronto Maple Leafs, leaves the Islanders holding the bag. and he gets booed out of the building every time he's there. He's a liar. He's a snake. He's a traitor. Number 91 got retired by the Islanders for Butch Goring later on the next year. Anyway, wearing the Tavares jersey is a complete no-no in the building. You probably get punched in the face if you watch the Islanders wearing a Tavares jersey. Anyway,
So
wearing that jersey, that's my number 3. It was the cheapest heat for a guy who just wanted to be booed in the building, and it worked in a perfect way. I'm here for it, like Mike Belcaster would say.
It's good. It's good.
So it makes me wonder too, like we've been talking like week to week, like who's the heel and who's the face in this, and like first we were like there can't be 2 faces in this. Now it feels like there's 2 heels in it because
Yeah,
it seems
yeah.
like Hangman's still trying to get heat as well. It's so funny.
I really enjoy the segmented audiences and how they get different reactions, like Brett in Canada, and you also have Piper in Portland, and now obviously Punk in Chicago. They're going to get significant reactions, and creating that dynamic for MJF is just a weird and awesome wrinkle into his character because he has hometown advantage when they come to Long Island every once in a while, and he becomes a face when he's a heel flat out, but everybody plays along. And that's what I love about the audience is they were all playing along, and everyone in the building, they probably wanted to cheer Wardlow. They wanted to boo MJF but they knew their role was a certain thing to do. And I loved it. I love that it became like Jerry Lawler in Memphis. This is his hometown, and he's going to get this 97 Brett in Canada treatment every time he's on Long Island. I'm all about it.
Let's just say everyone
from me, since I am the Raw Down champion, I got a classy belt here.
Well, that belt means nothing here.
But I'm the Raw Down champion. We bring
That's literally a toy. I can get that toy belt from Kmart right now. I can.
There we go.
I've seen it.
Can't you stop Kmart by you?
Yeah. Oh,
I just heard there's only 3 left in the United States.
Wow.
Yeah, they all migrated over to here, the superior country.
This title, it's really good.
Where's that blue sky picture that you posted the last?
But what I was gonna say is, I just
Don't make him search for it
that
another 40 minutes.
everyone from Long Island is a heel. So
I guess I'm playing the heel here on the Turnbuckle Tavern, but we're a bunch of nice people here.
Until Tom put up that toy championship.
Yeah, the toy championship. Toy night champion.
Well,
listen,
I'm with.
I like those guys.
the amount of people like MJF that live on Long Island, he's a real authentic person. Just to let you know, he walks the streets of Suffolk County and Nassau County. He's as real as Long Island gets. Like he's as Long Island as a bacon, egg, and cheese. That's for sure.
I like it. I like bacon, egg, and cheese.
I like it. Pork roll. You guys know what pork roll is?
With a what? A pork roll?
Nobody knows pork roll? It's a New Jersey thing.
Yeah, no.
I didn't know it until I moved out here.
I change what I say. People from New Jersey are heels. I take it back.
Good heat. Nick,
I hate the Devils.
what's your number 3, homie?
Well, my number 3, for honorable mention, I want to say what Ace said, which was the Page and Punk kind of stuff, the back and forth with that. I thought that was really fun. I liked it a lot. But with my number 3, I'm gonna have to go with Dax versus Cole here. I was a big fan of this match. I think to open the show, it was pretty good. It was like a direct Brett versus Shawn. It was great. You had Adam Cole tuning up the sweet chin music, and Adam Cole eventually getting the dub, which I'm excited for. There's going to be a lot of dream matches in this tournament, which we'll get into in the main event, but I'm excited. I'm excited as hell for this. And that's my number 3.
I popped super huge when they did the sharpshooter spot and they cut the Martha
So
Hart.
awesome, yeah.
And then they come back.
Yep.
I mean, how can you not fucking love that?
It's more like a tribute to Brett than Owen.
Well,
It's more Bret, as Hangman Page would say, more Bret Hart masturbatory matches. That's what we keep getting here on Dynamite.
100%.
Owen's dead. They have to give him a good honor. Brett's dead inside. They have to give him a good honor.
Man, it's dead inside.
Biscuit.
What is a Tudor's biscuit? I don't know what that is. I think we need to have a tavern. Everyone brings their staple foods to the table, and we all try.
Oh my god! Do you guys have an hour?
There's 3 of us from the tavern from West Virginia.
Australians think they invented chicken parmesan, so.
Tommy,
Yeah, so
we did.
No, you didn't.
did you say staple? God damn it, Tom. Get your shit together.
Sorry, Mike. I'm slipping.
West Virginia only has 2 staples, and it's Tudor's biscuit roll and pepperoni rolls.
Honestly, pork roll's gross. I don't like it. My wife loves it.
I will make you all gain 100 pounds by coming to visit me.
He really will.
He did. Trust me. I was there for 4 days.
Pork roll is my stripper name.
What I do here. Freemz, hit us with your number 3, homie.
Well, now I feel bad because people are throwing out honorable mentions that are my number 3. Okay,
That's
fine.
It was the. No, I'm just joking. It was the. I mean, it's true that it was the Hangman Page CM Punk face off at the end of the match.
It was good.
Yeah.
See, that was tight. I was struggling which to keep my number 3, and that just slipped into my honorable mentions. But it would have been equal on my number 3. But
Yeah, my honorable mentions are like Hookhausen.
oh yeah.
Okay.
That was my honorable mention.
Oh my god, can we talk about this for 1 second? What the hell was that? What the
What?
goddamn hell? I was
don't
so
have
excited
that.
for Danhausen. I was look at him. Look at him. I was like, yeah, my boy, he's gonna show everyone in the world who's doubted him for the past 3 months, since January. He hasn't wrestled since January on AEW, and he's gonna prove everyone wrong. The match was like 5 seconds. It was like Daniel Bryan and Sheamus at WrestleMania. This was like the kiss of death, and he's gone skis.
They buried the kid.
Do you think he wasn't ready to go? Do you think he's still getting over his broken leg, or do you think he's
No, he had a match. He had a match the other week.
Oh, he did
at
wrestle,
Glory Pro. Yeah. So
all right? So he went full
They
tilt.
they buried him to build him back up though because
Yes.
people popped hard for Hookhausen.
They did.
Which
Doom.
you guys know how I feel about Hook.
They should have done it like the Mega Powers.
No,
I don't think
Hook
Hook's got enough
doesn't
character.
have enough charisma
Yeah.
to do a handshake that doesn't just look basic and plain as shit. Boring
Yeah,
ass
he's
Hook.
just sleepy, man. He's
Sorry.
got to go to bed.
He sleeps past his bedtime. He's just a younging.
I don't even like calling him Hook. I call him Taz's. That's Taz's boy.
Little Barbie. Little baby Ted.
Son of Taz. That's what we
Taz
shall
boy.
call him.
Taz's boy.
Very famous, very evil.
Good times. Tom, hit me with your number 3, homeboy.
My number 3 will be wow. I have 4 things I'm was torn between, but I guess I'll go with the same CM Punk and Adam Page. That was great. That's my number 3.
Yeah,
Fair
I need
enough.
to find out where Adam Page gets his shirts. Because his fucking shirts, man.
There's
Where do
a
you find
shop in my
shirts
mall
like
called
that?
Rugged Cowboy. They sell. It's like every mannequin looks like Hangman.
If you have an Android phone, there's a thing called Google Spotlight. You could take a picture and they'll find you the item that someone's wearing. It's creepy as hell that they can do it, but
Yeah.
they can. So
Damn.
if you want to find Hangman shirts, they exist. They're on.
Hang mannequin Adam Page. You know what they say?
I one time found one of his shirts, the one that had the actual stars. I was like, where did he get them from? And it's like a $900 shirt. So he's like living the Rock's gimmick as the champ.
Wow.
Way to do it. You can only have one.
And they're ugly as hell too, which is like, I mean, they're nice, but they're also ugly as hell.
That's why I like them.
I know, right?
weird-ass
Like-
patterns, man. I love that
My
shit.
wife tonight's like watching. She's like, "Oh, I really need to meet this guy," and I'm like, "No, you don't." She's like, "No, I really want to meet him."
It's the
She
hair.
loves Adam Page.
I don't know what it like. I don't get the cowboy. The cowboy gimmick just doesn't. I don't know. It's fine, but him like coming out with a Tesla with horns on it and shit.
That's
like,
probably what the Raw Down people think, and then Brock Lesnar comes out as the freaking discount store Hangman Adam Page cowboy shit. And
I
then
have a
they
good,
lose
I have a
their
good
minds, you know?
Hangman story. I was at Ring of Honor. I think it had to be around 2018, and we sat front row. And after the show, everyone went to the back. The only 2 people that stayed out and shook every hand, took pictures, was Hangman and Cheeseburger. I got a
Nice.
picture with Hangman. He shook
Dude, I'm
every hand
so
and took
hungry.
every
Oh my
picture.
I do like Hangman, especially in those
unbelievable.
days.
For a
I love
guy who was a
Hangman.
pretty big name, like he was pretty big in Japan already. He was already a multiple-time champion. He stood there until the crowd cleared out. Everybody that wanted a picture got one. I respect that.
He was
That's great, yeah.
he's
Yeah,
a millennial.
Brock Lesnar's gimmick is I'm from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Now he's a
He's a
farmer.
Minnesota butcher cowboy.
Oh, yeah, young Anthony says you did not just compare Hangman with Brock. Yeah, Cowboy Brock. I'm sorry, Hangman is leagues above Brock. Cowboy Brock, I should say. Sorry to tell you the truth.
Tony, Courtney's here.
Yes, Stoney's a cardboard cutout.
I'm a cardboard cutout.
Courtney
And
Cooper's in the house.
Courtney, we do claim Long Island does claim bacon, egg, and cheese. I don't know where part of New York you're from. The only places in New York are places that can claim bacon, egg, and cheese. If you're not from New York, it is a New York only thing. Everyone else is just trying to do it.
What about McDonald's?
Jersey can't. No, don't even look at me like that, Tom. Jersey cannot compete.
My
I
mom
want you
makes
to try bacon, egg, and cheese from Tudor's Biscuit Run.
Dude, I'm
This
from
is
New York.
the fucking war of the tri-state area, dude.
You just learned tri-state area the other day, and I love that you use it appropriately. I love
Yeah,
it.
shout out to Phineas and Ferb. But yeah, dude, tri-state area, love it to bits. Great
I
phrase.
grew up on the real island, Staten Island.
No,
The girls' tri-state area.
that is a
West
different
Virginia,
that is
Ohio,
a different
Kentucky, by the way.
conversation. I think we need Belcaster's number 3 because we're going to go far off the rails if we
Hold on,
continue
hold
that
on, hold on. The
conversation.
only reason why you grew up on an island is because you're not really part of the United States. You're just there.
Staten
right.
Island did try to
Throw it out
separate themselves from New York City.
We got to get through this, don't
Number
we?
3? Number 3?
I'll do number 3.
You go first.
I'm going to say Danhausen getting squashed because it didn't hurt his character at all. If anything, it made you want more. And I'm a huge fan of less is more. That's exactly what they brought. And conversation as the example, that's what we were talking about. So we're still talking about it. They did it right. And that's my number 3.
Here's my prediction. Hook is going to beat up Tony Nese, and Danhausen's going to make him eat teeth.
That would
I
be
hope so.
awesome.
Well, the tag match
And that's not a prediction. That's just a spoiler at that point. I feel like that's bound to happen.
at the pay-per-view on the pre-show is Smart Mark Sterling and Tony Nese versus Danhausen and
Yeah,
Hooks.
good for Smart Mark. I also am going to see Hook in person on Saturday. He'll be at Creative Pro Wrestling in Melville, so I'll see him. I don't know who he's wrestling, but he is wrestling in the main event. So
Man.
Courtney's got her cougarness out again. She's still drooling over young Anthony. Wow. Is she always a cougar, guys?
No comment.
Nah, I got nothing.
By the way, Tony Nese, just me being a mark for a minute, he was so good in Evolve.
He was good. He was great in Evolve.
I'm glad to see him on AEW doing like cool shit. So.
and with that show, bud, he hasn't had a bacon, egg, and cheese in quite some time. So
No.
yeah,
Hey,
got it. Mix it a carb or something.
Young
speaking of show
Anthony, calm
bods,
yourself down.
speaking of show bods, my number 3 was Ricky Starks and Jungle Boy. I thought it was
Really?
fun as fuck.
Wow.
It was good. There's a lot of flippy floppies. Ricky Starks looks like a goddamn god.
He really did.
Dude, he's a star for me right now. I'm like on a huge Ricky Starks kick, so
Yeah.
I can't get enough of him.
It wasn't
Another
number 1 or 2s worthy, but it was a good number 3.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun.
Like he's
Another
come
thing I enjoyed
a
about
long
that
way
is-
in such a, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna just say he's come such a long way in such a short period of time. Like his talent in the ring, he's got the look. He is like the future of professional wrestling. I would think.
Yeah.
That's a good assessment.
And you can tell they're starting to sell more to the dissension within that group.
Yeah.
Like just like the body language and everything after the match. Like something's happening there soon.
Yeah, it's funny that they're actually doing a show called Young Rock when Young Rock is actually on our TVs every single week in Ricky Starks. The guy
And he's
is
right here on the StreamYard. It's me.
charismatic. He is everything and more. And we talked about it in the debate. We were talking about the difference between guys making the most of their opportunities. Ricky Starks takes any amount of time, whether he's on Rampage or Dynamite or AEW Dark or Elevation, and he maximizes it. And to the point where he was at an open challenge against Cody for the TNT title and he earned a spot on the roster. And now he's literally on the show and you look forward to him. So he made the most in such a short period of time. OFG, you made a great point. He has grown so much in such a little amount of time that it's kind of shocking to me how far he's come. Future world
Plus,
champion.
if
in
you
my
watch
opinion.
some of the NWA matches he had, and then watch him now, it's night and day. But in a really he was good before.
Yeah.
Now he's almost unstoppable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I just want to speak on someone brought up the Matt Hardy tweet or the reference that the quote he said of there's no big stars. There's no I guess he didn't say there's no big stars, but who's gonna be the next? He was like, who's gonna be the next? And a lot of people were saying Jade Cargill, Ricky Starks, like hands down. They're both stars. They're Starks, if you will. But yeah, excited about that. But I got something, an inkling in my brain just sent. Something shot through the messages in the heavens and into my brain. Guys, I know Hangman's shirts. He gets them from rockmount.com.
Look at this scoops here on the AEW
Yeah.
Rap Show. You guys can't get this
I,
anywhere else. Unless you have a Google Spotlight, then you can get it too.
It's holding out on us.
Also, I got word from a good friend that Ricky Starks told him that he was living in his car before he got signed into AEW. That's much like the story with Darby Allin and stuff like that. So, making his name on the Indies, making his name in NWA, winning everything, man. It's fucking brilliant. I love him.
It is brilliant. I was living in my car before the tavern scooped me up.
Yeah, me too. I'm
We're
still living
very-
in my car. This is a car.
It's beautiful.
I'm in a car right now.
All right,
Come on,
let's
baby, ride my car or drive my
Beep,
car.
beep, beep. We're up to rating number 2, right? For me?
yes,
Number 2.
ace.
All right, number 2. I have Dax versus Adam Cole. I thought this match was awesome, and what a way to start off the tournament. I thought it was a great opener, not only for the show, but for the Owen Hart tournament. It really set the pace. They got plenty of time. I think I clocked it around like 15 minutes. Both of those guys went out and showed out. Even though the fact that Dax Harwood lost didn't matter, he went out there and hung with one of the best in the world. And that's a really good distinction to make, because you have in other companies in the past, they make tag team wrestlers pigeonholed into these tag team identities where they kind of feel less important without their tag team partner. FTR feels like they're significant on the main card. They can hang with anybody else. I'm not saying Dax is going to win the world title, but the fact that he can hang in these tournaments and feels like a legitimate threat. He took Punk to the limit. He also took Cole to the limit. It legitimizes tag team wrestling and makes people feel, I guess, like when you're watching, you have to see what they're going to do, because it makes them feel like they're a big deal. And I was a big fan of it. The match was awesome.
Yeah, it was a really good match. I enjoyed it.
100%.
Big Stone.
A lot of hard hitting, man. They're
Yeah.
pretty stiff out there. I liked it.
That's why it was my number 3. I was like, I had to put this on my list. It was just a great showing. Like Dax, we're seeing a lot, really good stuff from Dax and Cash. The whole FTR kind of brand is popping off. But my number 2, I will have to say, is the contract signing between MJF and Wardlow. MJF coming out to the Long Island crowd like a fucking hero, dude. It was amazing. This whole segment was great. Wardlow having the cuffs off, beating up the security, giving a few powerbombs to Mark Sterling. You love to see it. Fuck that little scheming little devil who Tony Nese works for. That's what I say. But yeah, great segment. Loved it. That's my number 2.
Shout out to Jack Tomlinson, by the way, who was one of the security guards. He is in Creator Pro, one of the young stars. He's appeared on Dark a whole bunch. He is tag team champions in Creator Pro. He's one of the security guards. You can check out an interview he did on my channel, Acefield Retro Wrestling. He was a great interview, so check him out. Sorry, Freemz.
No, you're good. Have we ever had a stipulation like this before? Like he has to take 10 lashes from a belt?
Wait,
And
somebody
then-
did do that. Somebody did.
Well, I think it was when MJF wrestled Cody. That was like the whole
Yeah,
thing.
it was
Okay,
Cody.
okay.
It's become MJF's thing. I don't know if you guys saw the meme I sent in the
But
group
then-
with like, if you want to be my opponent, you
Yeah.
gotta
But not
beat 10
just
more
that.
opponents.
He has to take the 10 lashes from the belt, then wrestle a cage match.
Yep.
Which he mentioned that he's never won a cage match before.
Yep.
Then he can wrestle MJF.
Yeah, the thing with Cody was the same thing. Cody took that lashing from, and that was pretty brutal
That
as
was
well.
gruesome.
Yeah, that was right when it's weird because people forget MJF was a face for a significant amount of time in 2020 or end of
Good start,
2019. Before
Yeah.
he was a face before, and he was tag team partners with Cody, and they were doing the whole
He
best friends
mentioned
thing.
his good friend Cody today.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did mention his good friend Cody.
Future coworker.
Yeah, 2004.
Yeah, he still speaks highly of Cody to this day. So they obviously
That's
have
his
that
best
bond. still.
friend.
Yeah, there you go.
Good shit. Freemz.
My number 2 is the chaos that was the Darby Jeff Hardy match.
That was
Oh,
wild.
Man,
That's
a
my
lot
number
of,
2 as
lot
well.
of spots, man.
That was your number 2.
Yeah,
That was my number 2.
that was my number 2. I thought it was.
Listen, it would have been my number 1 if Jeff Hardy didn't look like he ran blindfold into a Hot Topic and ran back out.
Dude, that was man, dude.
Yeah.
You don't know peace and love psychedelics, baby, like the Beatles, man. That's what that was, man. It was great. It was
Yeah, nothing
rainbows.
says peace and love like jumping from someone off a ladder to
Right.
a pile of chairs.
Yeah, I do that. I'm doing that right now. Forget about the car talk. That's what I'm doing right now in my spare time.
Yeah, that match was ridiculous. Darby Allin needs to just chill for a sec though, because he keeps putting bumps on that bump card, especially on a Dynamite, dude. Like, I understand you want to go out there and be this risk taker, but he's taking even what Jeff used to do on Raw every week and SmackDown to a new level. Like those bumps he took, that thing, the Swanton bomb on the chairs, and he bounced. I mean, there's zero give on anything that Darby does. And want to talk about snug offense. That first planche he popped through the ropes, he absolutely annihilated Jeff Hardy, knocked the wind out of him. I love it, but at some point, something's got to give. I just feel like he's taking off 5 to 10 years of his career, and we might only be getting him from a segmented amount of time because he can't keep going at this pace. There's no way.
Yeah, it was wild.
I mean, if that is the case, though, he's gonna cement his legacy. Like, if it even is for that short amount of time, you're gonna look back and be like, "Fuck it." He wasn't here for a long time. He was here for a good time. And I think all these matches will be fucking phenomenal to look back at. Like this match on Dynamite, free TV for this match. This is pay-per-view worthy for me, honestly. And yeah, I loved it.
I think about Dynamite Kid when I see him, and all joking aside, I mean, Dynamite Kid wound up being wheelchair bound because of all the bumps he took. And Darby's doing things that Dynamite didn't do. I mean, Dynamite was doing suplexes and headbutts and all that stuff that was revolutionary at the time. But Darby is, I mean, I cringe when I watch, and I love Darby, and I think he does a great job. But I mean, where is the bar? He keeps overstepping it, and it's like it almost is like Jackass. Like eventually, you're going to get really seriously hurt.
He's painting himself into a corner. Like what he's doing is not sustainable.
So if you do it
you
on
can
Dynamite,
say the same. You can.
What are you doing
say the
on
same
pay-per-view?
about. Yeah, you can say the same about Sammy Guevara. He does that. He does that same sort of thing, and he's also one of the pillars of AEW as well.
Dude, the 640 that Sammy did off the ladder on Dynamite. Like, what do you do? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
fucking his body.
I cringe more for Sammy shit than I do for W. He's just a wrestling. Metal.
Him and Sammy are made of rubber. They are action figures.
To be fair, they weigh as much. Like Dynamite Kid, he wasn't a huge dude, especially compared to the guys he was wrestling.
Right.
But compared to Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin, significantly bigger.
I don't know, but you think about like a guy like Lesnar who did the shooting star. If his neck was any thinner than it was, he would have broke his neck. So Sammy and Darby both have zero give to their bodies. I mean, eventually, I don't know. I mean, I can't tell when he's selling and when he's not because it just all blurs together. You know, he's in significant pain when he takes those spots. He looked like he was gasping for air at the end of that match.
Did you hear? I think it was the referee when he went up to Darby, and he's like, "What the fuck, dude?"
Seriously.
Like you can actually hear it tonight during the match. Like he took some crazy sick bumps tonight. That I don't know if he just wanted to do it because he was fighting Hardy and he wanted to show off. But the side of the ring bump, the chairs bump, like
it felt like a passing of the torch of the extreme risk takers, and it was like even Jeff when he shook his hand at the end of the match was just like, "Holy shit!" Like, dude,
but also
calm your ass. When Jeff Hardy tells you to calm your ass, there's something going on, man.
Why were you shaking your head, OFG?
I'm against. Okay, the ladder spot he did. It's fantastic right now. Who's going to be talking about it next week? Nobody. So he put his body through that.
just me though. No one else.
Now, who's going to be talking about it?
Look at this.
No one's going to be talking about it, and so he's putting his body through that for a cheap pop.
While I agree that no one's going to talk about that spot specifically, when people look at Darby Allin's career from like a scope of things, people are going to think of like this guy gave it his all every match.
They're gonna think about how he had a match with Jeff Hardy, the person he's been most compared to in his whole AEW career, I'd say. So it's like a legendary in its own right.
And Jeff was a risk taker in his own era, but compared to Darby Allin, he didn't do half the shit that Darby goes out there and does.
Oh
you
my
watch,
God, yeah.
I mean, you watch the No Mercy match, the first ladder, No Mercy 99, the Terry Invitational match. They took some real risks there, and obviously the TLC at WrestleMania 17, they took significant risks, and they banged up their bodies. God knows what Darby would do on that stage. Put him in front of all those people in Houston at WrestleMania 17. The guy just made jump off the top of the Titantron like that.
He'll jump off the top of the stadium onto the concrete on the parking lot.
There is not another person like Darby Allin I've ever seen in wrestling. I truly believe that guy, good or bad, is out there and just torches himself out there.
Have you seen his YouTube videos before?
Where does it stop? Right.
He was just doing stunts and stuff on YouTube.
Dude, apparently he does this in indie shows too. So like eventually it's gonna catch up to him. He's gonna wind up regretting it.
But to OFG's point, it's a good point because everyone talks about the Shawn Michaels splash off the ladder at WrestleMania 10. They talk about the big spots that they do in those types of matches. For Darby Allin, it's just a blur of a car crash compilation. This dude is like he's a punk rock show mosh pit that just goes out there and. I mean, it's a mashup of just holy crap! I can't believe he just did that to his body. When I think you said it before, less is more. So eventually, where is the goddamn bar? Like he's eventually going to have to he's going to eventually have to light himself on fire and jump off something because what else is next?
It's going to happen.
I won't take anything away from him. The kid is got a lot of balls and a lot of talent. Just
this is just out of concern. I care for the dude, bro. Like I don't want him to hurt himself.
Right.
Yeah. The only takeaway I look at is he's probably not going to be working the pay-per-view. Right, so this might have been his send off for the rest of the month, because he's all fucked up from that. Yeah. So I mean,
I have a feeling they'll find a spot for him on Double or Nothing.
Yeah, the Darby.
They have no story for it though, you know. Like, no, they don't really have like a place for it. I feel like there's gonna be like all the Owen tournament like finals and stuff like that, and there's all the title matches. I'm assuming as well. So.
I need a Darby Sting party match at every pay-per-view. Those matches just rock, man. The formula is so sick. Sting does a spot off something. Those matches are so much fun. And like I would just run that back every time. It's like greatest hits. Just do that match at every pay-per-view until you get tired of it.
That's what I was gonna say. The good thing about Darby Allin doing all this crazy shit, he's brought it out of Sting, that's for sure.
So awesome. Awesome. I don't want anyone to think I'm saying I don't like Darby. I feel bad for the dude. You know what I mean? Like
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
2?
I gotta say the contract signing. It was everything I want a contract signing to be.
Yeah.
Like you knew it wasn't gonna just be a contract signing. You knew some kind of hell was gonna break loose, and they didn't overdo it. They got it right, and I was okay with that. I was very happy with that.
Yeah, everything he said, and Mark Sterling went through a fucking table, so it was fun.
MJF is so good at I was gonna say humping up the crowd with piping and hyping and pumping, but it's not humping up the crowd, but pumping up the crowd, if you will. He's great at that. You know, he was getting the crowd fucking booing Wardlow. The Titantron said "boo Wardlow," and everyone did it, and I was like, "Oh shit, this might be bad." For like just the story in general, but
I would just say like probably not a good spot to do the contract signing on Long Island because I don't think you don't want Wardlow being booed, and I know it's just in this one segment, but like I think he would have got a huge pop taking and getting his hands on Sterling, putting him through the table, and you missed an opportunity to have a really good moment with the crowd behind him. You could have just had MJF in a match, have him get cheered and do the whole thing, and have Wardlow come out or something like that. But it was a cool segment because it was everything you want. You got a table spot. You got them interacting with each other across the table. It felt like the match is going to be a big deal, but it also just felt like missed opportunity for Wardlow to have one of those big moments, like not a Batista moment, but something like it. It just, the crowd didn't know what to do. They were like, I want to support MJF and fit into character, but I also like Wardlow. They wanted to be a part of the show, but it felt awkward. Like Wardlow started to attack the security guards and they didn't know whether they should boo or not. They were just trying to play along, but they felt like, I don't know what to do with my hands. Like,
I don't know. The whole segment, including the dark side of the ring thing,
so
my
good.
number one.
Oh my god!
The whole thing was well done. I love the way MJF worked the crowd. I thought it was brilliant. I wouldn't have traded it and put it anywhere else. I thought it worked. I was there for it. I loved him talking about 2024 and saying the man in the back doesn't want me to say that. Like,
but also the crowd they didn't want to boo him there either. Like, why would you say it? Because like you want everybody to cheer you there, and like that's clearly like everyone's like, boo. Oh wait, that's our guy.
Man in the back.
That's my guy right there. This is my guy. Right
I want to talk about the dark side of the ring thing for a minute because that was fucking amazing the way they did that.
I thought fast forwarded through it because I thought it was a commercial, and I'm like,
so on brand. It was so perfect. Even the reenactments with the ring.
I was like, I don't get commercials like this on Fight TV. What's happening?
Yeah. Taz getting choked up too. Look, I gotta get out. I'm sorry, guys. I can't do this.
It was great.
Was that Jericho narrating?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm not doing it for this. I thought, wait, how much is he paying?
That too. With the history we had, how much is he paying us? All right.
So good.
Yeah, that was my number one too, Tom.
See, me and Freemz, we think alike. We got the wrinkly brains.
Yeah, my brain is wrinkly as fuck. Okay. Get 200 IQ takes over here.
Filled with honor.
Reverse order now. So
So Nick.
Yeah, Nick, what's your number one?
Did Ace do his number one?
No, we just did Tom and Freemz, so we'll do you. We'll do
gotcha. Gotcha. Well, hey, Tom, you might want to play my music for this. I think.
Uh-oh.
My number one has got to be Toni Storm. No, I'm kidding. It was, of course, Jeff Hardy and Darby Allin. Jeff Hardy, my all-time favorite, probably, if you couldn't frickin' tell by all the merchandising. But yeah, I got it all over the place. This was phenomenal. Yeah, a glorified car crash, and I was here for every freaking step of the way for it. The spots were fucking insane. Seeing what Jeff was doing, he did a swanton onto steel steps. I thought that was nuts. He doesn't have to do any of this, which is the funny thing. But he's also here for a good time, not a long time, and I respect both of these guys greatly.
Jeff Hardy's already been here for a long time, dude. What are you talking about?
I mean in AEW though.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like he's not here for a long time. He's here for a good time. And yeah, we already talked about this in full extent, this topic. But yeah, this is my number one. Fucking lovely match.
I like it.
Yeah, I love the match. It was great.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's my number one as well. I don't know if anyone has any different takes on it, but I wasn't a fan of Jeff winning. I understand why they did it. I just feel like Darby's getting a little bit of.
I was surprised. I was like, coffin drop, he's gonna lose. Yeah, and then he did the crucifix, and I was like, wow.
I just didn't like that Darby's sort of a lost soul right now, and I know it's probably what he wants to perceive himself as. But like he really is sort of floating around, and they had him on the precipice of being and I know he's one of the more popular guys, moves merch and all that, but he was ready to take the next step, and they should have really, honestly, he should be in the main event scene. I'm not saying be champion, but he could be a legitimate contender. I know he's small and people want to hate on that, but if Adam Cole is challenging for the world title, there's no reason Darby Allin can't be in there legitimately, because at least Darby Allin goes out there and has impactful offense, like throwing his body out there. So size be damned, skinny be damned, weight be damned. The guy can go out there and work. I thought, you said Jeff Hardy went out there and he put on a show. This is the best he's looked in AEW by far.
Yeah, 100%.
He looked motivated. He almost wanted to show Darby how to turn back the clock a little bit and show Darby how it's done. That swanton on the steps, I was like, dude. I mean, for you want to talk about bumps on a bump card.
How much does that hurt? Oh,
yeah. I mean, he didn't do what Darby did, but he certainly tried to keep up. And respect to both those guys going out there and really put it on a show for the live audience. People
Also,
were going nuts.
Jim Ross at the end of that cracked me up.
That was great. Yeah.
He had that quote where I think it was like, "This is no rules match, and Jeff Hardy wins with a wrestling move."
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
You know, deep down, JR hates this stuff. He hates when.
Oh my god. He made all the time. Jim Cornette brings it up.
He's so crotchety, like about it. He respects Darby though. I know that the offense is, something that, and he speaks very highly of Darby the chance he gets. So I know he probably wants Darby do more of the wrestling than the stunt show type of stuff that he went out there and did.
Yeah. Number one.
I apologize in advance if I offend anybody with this. It wasn't a match. It was the interaction with Punk and Page.
Oh yeah.
The reason I say that is the build-up is everything I would want as a build-up is happening. And I think Punk and Page have the potential to be the next Flair Steamboat moment. And I believe that. They both have the talent. They both have the look. They both have the fan support. I think it could happen. And that's how I feel watching it.
Yeah.
And, does anyone take issue with that? Because if they do, I'm curious why.
No, I mean, Freemz, you go ahead first.
Well, what I was going to say is I'm glad you brought it up too, because I do agree with you. Like that was my number 3. Like not the match itself, but I do want to, since you brought it up, the match was really good, but it was overshadowed. It was so big that it overshadowed that match.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because John Silver, I think, is super super underrated. I also thought it'd be funny. Would it have been funny if Colt Cabana would have came out with the group there?
I don't know if funny is the right word for it. It would have been something.
I find it real ironic that Page and Punk start interacting and they start distancing Colt Cabana from the Dark Order all of a sudden. So it's pretty funny that they start doing that. That's an official thing in the newsletter that he's done with the Dark Order and he's going to start with Ring of Honor full time with a television schedule. So maybe had something to do with Punk. Maybe Punk was like, I don't want anything, because Dark Order and Hangman Page go together like peanut butter and jelly right now. So you don't want Colt Cabana crossing paths by accident with CM Punk.
What newsletter out of?
I don't know if that's the reason why, though. I think
It's
we can talk about it more in detail tomorrow on Honor Society.
No, I agree with you. Just
I think it has more to do with Colt Cabana being a Ring of Honor legend than because I just feel like CM Punk and Colt Cabana both are very well known for being like professionals, super professionals, and I don't think they would let that their incident, their former friendship falling out, like stop anything from the show. Mm-hmm. I don't think they would agree with using it as a storyline, but I just don't see that being the reason. I really think he's like it's all because of the Ring of Honor purchase.
It's very possible.
If they ever do decide to use that as a storyline, that is going to be money. That is money in the bank.
Yeah, because people already know all of it.
Heads will explode.
I want to see them team in Ring of Honor just once. Put them back together,
dude. I would probably cry.
Yeah,
I'm an emotional dude. Okay, I would probably cry.
Just to comment on the Hangman and Punk thing, I agree with you. I just think the match is going to be epic. It's going to be probably match of the year if everything goes right and magic happens that night in Vegas, and I think it will. The biggest challenge is going to be after the fact because I think we all agree Punk's probably coming away with the victory here. What happens to Hangman after the fact? I mean, if Hangman kind of goes down the card, takes some time off, they need to figure out a way to keep Hangman at that level. And if they don't, I mean, it's kind of you miss the boat a little bit. Like I think he's better chasing. I think Hangman is better chasing. So my goal would be to continue the program after Punk wins, but switch roles. We saw a preview with John Silver and CM Punk. Punk was playing a heel in this match, and we got a nice little preview of how he could play heel. We all are familiar with Punk being a heel in WWE, in Ring of Honor. He goes out there and he crushes as a heel. I would love to have a program. Once you establish, all right, Punk he gets his moment, not little, big moment. Gets his moment. He beats Page because everybody knows in Vegas the reason why they did this sort of rough edge to the Hangman here is because they knew everyone's booing Hangman. They don't want it to seem like it's not intentional. So now if you have Hangman getting booed in Vegas and he's not supposed to, it makes your baby face look really weird to like the casual audience. So now it's like, all right, he has an edge. They're booing him because he's being a bad guy. So now you have to go from that angle where, all right, he lost, he's frustrated, you take time off, but then you have to switch it around, make Punk, once he gets his moment, that's over, cash it in. Now he's a goddamn heel. Now go all in on being that dastardly heel.
But is there a rematch after?
Yeah, I think there should be. I mean, if you want to make it Flair, if you want to make it Flair versus Sting, Flair versus Steamboat, you have to have multiple matches. And I think and obviously rematches mean that he's probably going to lose because AEW doesn't do a short title reign. But I think Hangman should take time off. Months down the line, I think Hangman should wrestle again for the title because you have to keep him up there.
This is either a hot take or just super obvious.
Get your hot takes.
I have a feeling that CM Punk's going to win, and Hangman's next feud is going to be with Kenny Omega.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, just depend. Yeah, I mean, they kind of closed the book on the Hangman. I mean, on the Kenny thing. But if Hangman stays a heel, because when Kenny comes back, he's going to be an uber face. So
I don't think, number one, I don't think the book is closed. Kenny went away because he's hurt. He wants.
But they had such a nice clean ending.
But
they can have another match.
That was the end of the story.
Yeah,
that was the end of the story. Hangman winning.
It was a good blow off, but it doesn't mean it can't happen again.
Yeah, I was going to say that it's completely normal for wrestlers to enter a new feud with someone they've had a feud with in the past.
100%. I just think like Kenny, they can't make the mistake of trying to bring back Kenny as a heel. We know Kenny has the ability to turn himself heel. He's going to come over as the biggest face ever. What they do the next couple of weeks after that is up to them. But why not capitalize on having him being a super baby face?
The real big dick move to bring back Kenny and just make him.
Well, they hinted at it at Revolution, right? The music and Callis came out, but
I don't know if you guys have been keeping track of Kenny Omega's tweets, but they're becoming really illish. I don't know, they're coming off really ill.
Back to face. I think him and Callis are going to continue there.
I don't know.
They should.
I think
Tom's praying for that. No one's booing him.
Yeah.
Callis.
I love Callis.
I know you do.
I wouldn't want to deal with him in person, but on television, love it.
All right, I got a question for you guys then, because it seemed like a foregone conclusion from everyone in the tavern that if Cody ever comes back to AEW, he's going to get the biggest pop ever. Why wouldn't Kenny get a big pop when he comes back from injury?
Oh, he's going to get
a pop, but if he instantly starts talking heelish, so you go right back.
Right.
Why not have a huge baby face in your hands? You have to right at the. Kenny never got that face run. He was so boring as a face. Let him be a super baby face, being the cleaner, do that whole thing. It doesn't have to be like I love you fans, but go out there and just be people can root for.
I just don't know what's going to happen as soon as he comes back.
I think that's probably what's going to happen. But I would rather him like come back to the huge pop and just shove it down people's throats. Like, yeah, fuck you. Remember who you're cheering for. But I do. I mean, you know,
we on our collision course though. No matter how we slice it, the Elite versus the Undisputed Era, in Adam Cole and Kenny Omega. That's the next feud. There are two trains colliding, and it's going to happen. Yeah. Adam Cole versus Kenny Omega in some capacity because this has been brewing since the time of New Japan. It's been brewing since the time of New Japan. We haven't got the blow up of Kenny Omega versus Adam Cole, and we did. I want that match.
And if you think about it, like every pay-per-view since, I don't know, All Out, maybe even before that, we've seen a new signing or a return, you know, of someone. I think Miro comes back at Double or Nothing, and I think Kenny does as well in some capacity. And
I have a feeling Miro is going to be the Joker, but
I agree with you.
I've been thinking that too. I think
people think Miro, people think Claudio as well. If it's either of those two, dude, oh my god, sign me up 10 times a fucking
I'm praying for Claudio, but I'll be happy if it's Miro.
You know what I read?
Did Mike give his number one? Did everyone give the number one?
No, not yet. We're good. I'm enjoying the conversation.
Let me just mention what I heard today since we mentioned Claudio. I heard he's that cameraman that we've been seeing in the black suit that we all thought was Cody.
No, it's not. It doesn't line up because. It doesn't line up because Claudio streams on Twitch like pretty much nightly, and it just wouldn't line up because he streams on Wednesdays. So
I'm just mad that it's jacked as fuck.
I'll send you his link.
Yeah, you're just mad that you don't know who the jacked ass camera guy is. It's
Claudio.
He did tweet soon. ... So I don't know what that means, but you know.
He's opening up a coffee house.
Claudio's live right now on Twitch playing Elden Ring.
Bring him in here. Send him the link to the Discord.
Yeah.
On the Discord, get him in here.
Claudio's cappuccinos. No, my number one was the John Silver Punk match, including the back, Punk and Hangman. But I thought John Silver fucking looked great. He did. Beautiful, beautiful little guy. He works.
He held his own.
Yeah, it worked really well with Punk, and it looked great. It wasn't a shit match.
Not at all.
The Meat Man.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
Were you all peeking around looking for Colt Cabana when they all came out? The Dark Order came out.
Yeah.
I was like, "Where's Colt at?" I knew he wasn't going to be there because
he just got finished filming in the Gold Coast, my city, and Toni Storm city, and I can't believe I didn't see him down at the local Macca's, the McDonald's. But it's whatever. So I'm upset about that. I look, it's okay. I'll hold the grudges. I'll burn the bridges. But come on, man.
All right.
Jesus, I need to get old Claudio and tell him how to fix his audio.
Yeah, Claudio needs to fix his audio.
Claudio's audio. Yeah.
We'll make it a hashtag.
Claudio's audio.
I always knew he was shit on the mic, pal.
God damn.
Nah, dude. He asked John Cena where did he get his shoes from. Kmart. That's the promo of the year. Are you kidding?
All right, fellas.
It's time for the main event.
We're here. We're ready. What is the match of the week? Let's go back to some normalcy. Ace, you start the train, man.
You guys talked about it before, and I'm just going to finish it. John Silver or CM Punk was my match of the week. I thought it deserved, and it could have went interchangeable with, a couple matches tonight. Obviously, we had the car crash with Darby. You also had the Dax match with Adam Cole. I thought this match was really good. It showcased John Silver in a really good light. It's his hometown. People really don't give him the love he deserves in a lot of different cities, but on Long Island, he's a hometown guy. We love our hometown guys. He got a huge pop. People love him, local to Long Island. So thought it was a good match, but also to top it, we had CM Punk playing the heel in this match, and it was a nice insight into what it's going to be like when he gets to work heel full time. And I just I think his moveset's more conducive to be a heel, and I think his mannerisms, they're heelish. I love that we get this dip into Bret Hart 1997 in Canada when you have Punk traveling to Long Island, and then also MJF going to Chicago. I mean, he's a heel anyway, but you're even more turned up to 11 or 12 when those guys show up, and they, Punk is loved everywhere else, but on Long Island, we all play the role. I love Punk. If I'm in the building, though, I'm booing him because that's part of the show. So I recommend everyone else play a part of the show. And that's the good thing, too, with AEW, is that with WWE, you feel like you have to just get in and get your voice heard and cheer for the guys that are supposed to be booed and boo for the guys that are supposed to be cheered. we don't have to do that in AEW because like you're so often getting what you want. You just like play along with the audience. It's so relaxing. You don't have to go out there and just go against the grain. That's why you don't have people hijacking shows.
Yeah.
So they just play along. We all love Punk. Everybody knows we love Punk. People love Wardlow, but they're booing him. So it's just like
they do.
So, but bottom line is when you give the fans what they want, they will cooperate and they'll be a part of the show, and that's what everybody wants, to suspend belief and just be a part of the show. So that was my match of the week.
Actually, on Sessions last week, me and Mike talked about Punk turning heel again. That was a major topic of ours.
I think it's inevitable because he loves playing heel, and he also is a natural heel.
That's his best work, you know. Like it's a no-brainer to do that in AEW. So
he's sprinkling it in. It's no rush.
Yeah. Yep.
He's easing into the spot.
There's still a high of Punk being there, though. Like people are still jazzed at, oh hey, CM Punk's here. Yes, that hasn't worn off yet. To turn him heel now would just be silly. Like
I'm just so sick of those promos, though. Like I'm so sick of like him going to a town like it's I shouldn't be back, but I'm back, and it's so great to be back in insert town here. I'm not doing the MJF bit, but like that's what it is, though. And it's like it's not a farewell tour. If we're continuing this, and it's also continuing it like a main event run, let's just drop to like, well, I'm happy to be back now. Now let's just get into it. Turn heel, who cares? But if you're gonna be face, let's not act like you're just happy to be here. Like that's what you want. That's every promo now. Punk is fire on the mic. Those MJF promos were amazing. I don't want to hear the normal promos.
I feel like
he's just happy to be here.
I feel like since he started going for the title there, that's changed.
100%. That's what I like to see from him. He has an edge to him.
Yeah.
I agree. He has edge. He has edge to him. If you believe yourself. Anyway.
They're also overusing him though. Like I don't want to see Punk doing commentary. Like nothing against him. Less, again, I keep coming back to it. Less is more. And I saw right when they started using him, they were like WWE would do. They were just shoving him down your throat every single show.
Well, the only reason he did commentary is because Hangman got COVID.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He wasn't originally going to. They had a lot more planned out for that. They had to rewrite the whole show because Hangman got COVID.
Me right in the COVID horse.
And like he wasn't even on. It seems like he's only on every other week. Sometimes he's gone 2 weeks lately.
Yeah, but for a while they were squeezing him in every show.
Oh, for sure. That was like his comeback, you know.
I just think he's been fire since the MJF thing. I want the momentum to continue. So since the MJF feud, when it really popped off, the dog collar match, I'll put a bookmark there where you actually had a moment where Punk stepped into his own, back into like, all right, it's not just about being here anymore. It's like, let's establish it on top of a legacy and go into and have these great matches. I felt like that was really, the Darby match was really good. The MJF match, clearly his best match so far. I'm hoping Hangman tops it though. So I'm hoping Hangman and Punk top what MJF and Punk were able to do at Revolution.
Get the fuck off my screen, Ty! What the hell is this?
She's farting on Nick Storm.
Dude. Oh fuck! Oh shit! I'm gonna go. Oh.
It smells like Sammy's breath.
Oh my god! All right, Nick Storm, what was your match of the week, my man?
Real quick to add to what you were saying, Acefield, about that popping off. I do think so far that's my choice for match of the year so far. Still,
absolutely. There's nothing that really topped that.
The only thing close to it is the Briscoes, which is the Ring of Honor match. So
yeah, we'll get more into that tomorrow, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Nick Storm.
Yeah.
Match of the night, baby.
Match of the night, match of the week was Edge versus AJ Styles, guys. This match was amazing. If you believe yourself.
How do we kick people?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Hey, it's joking. Yeah, those frauds on the Raw down, as a good friend of mine likes to say.
Those frauds.
This is to you, mate. Jog on, innit, mate? Yeah. But my match of the week, probably it's a tie, man. Jeff Hardy or Dax and Cole. I don't know. I can't really decide. I'm big on all of those, like all the talent that are in those matches. So, but I'm probably gonna have to say Jeff Hardy. I'm sorry, I'm a bit biased, but that's me. I'm the biased icon. So
it's okay. Fair enough.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you for making me feel valid.
You're very valid.
Throw a PNG up there, Tom. Let's go.
Who else you got, man? I think you ran through the. Oh god.
Oh God.
That's a new one. That's a new one. That's my twin. Believe it or not, we're actually identical twins, me and Keith Lee. So
You are.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like
I
Arnold.
don't know if you can tell.
And Danny DeVito.
Yeah, pretty much.
I won't say which one you are.
Hit me, Freemz. What you got for your?
Oh yeah, I'm going Darby Hardy for sure.
It's a clusterfuck, but in a good way.
Yeah, we've talked about it in detail at this point, but I love that match.
Hell yeah, Tom.
I think I'll go Punk and John Silver. Johnny Hungy.
Throw it
I
up
think I
every
need to
3
watch
years.
back that match. You know, I think I need to watch it back because you guys are giving it high praises. I think maybe I zoned out for it or something. But I know it would have been a good
Johnny
match.
Hungy, man, he looked great out there.
You're too busy
Yeah.
doing Jeff Hardy dances until he came out.
I was doing this all the way up until the match. I didn't watch the entire show.
I'm putting out a petition here to delete the pings.
I do have one more thing I can add to that.
Puck air for
Actually,
you.
I feel like them showing people in the crowd doing the Jeff Hardy dance incorrectly is the new them showing people singing the wrong lyrics to Judas.
Oh, yeah.
Because they kept painting the people and they were doing it wrong. Like people were like crossing their arms and shit. I'm like,
We got both tonight too, though, Freemz. So
Yes, that is true. Damn, we didn't even talk. No one brought that up.
Not yet.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know why the HAS is better? That's why.
we are live, Robert Champ. That's what we are live right now.
Yes.
We are
Very
live,
live.
baby.
What's up, Ego?
Joining us.
No, this is pre-recorded, as you guys can tell.
Which is really good.
But yeah, we're
need
really
to
good at
this hour.
predicting stuff.
All right, OFG, we need your match of the week, my man.
It's not the popular opinion, but I liked Ricky Starks and Jungle Boy.
I like that. Man.
Yeah, me too.
Them were
Fucking shit.
it was fun. Like I don't think every single match needs a build up or some big angle. Just go out, put on a wrestling match, entertain me. That's what I want, and that's what they did. And
Damn,
good stuff.
I kind of want to change my match.
Free
I wanna
to
change-
change.
Real quick, I want to do Jamie Hayter, Toni Storm. That was a good
Oh,
fucking
great.
match.
My cousin, my shoot cousin, guys.
Dude, that was a hell of a match.
It was. The crowd just wasn't into it, but it was a really good match. I think the crowd was a little bit drained, but the match
Well, it's
was
because
really
they were
good.
on Long Island and they're all sexist.
I love women's wrestling. That's my
I have
people.
some PNGs of Toni Storm, but I can't post them here.
All I'll say is that Freemz said it best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on an island within the island then.
It's beautiful, man. Let's see. This is a tough one. But I'm going to go with the Jericho Appreciation Society celebration because we did not talk about it. Yes. Little bit of the bubbly.
Bring it.
Listen, first off, I was super impressed Eddie Kingston's makeup job from the Fireball because that looked like a good fucking burn. And I'm glad they didn't just throw an eye patch on him. They have him come out. They do with everything. There
It was sick. I wish they got like a close up of it, you know, because we only saw it from those hard cam shots.
First time I was complaining about AEW's camera work, actually.
Yeah.
I'm so frustrated that I didn't put this in my top 3. I actually lost the video game I was playing whenever Moxley's music hit.
Yeah.
I quit paying attention to my game completely. I was like, oh, fuck.
Well, I thought it had good build. Mox came out, was wondering where the fuck it was going with it, and then you get Bryan Danielson comes out with Yuta and fucking William Regal, and then you got Kingston, Santana, Ortiz. They come up, they're wrapping them in there.
What
It was
about
perfect.
Regal
He's
getting a
like,
little
what are
bit
you going to do?
physical,
It's
too?
1v5.
Yeah,
Regal
And
getting
then like
physical.
Daniel Bryan's music hits, and I'm just like, this is fucking. I love the Blackpool Combat Club, dude.
It was great.
It's the best thing in AEW right now, maybe.
It's
Might be
fun,
the
man.
best thing in all of wrestling right now.
Regal getting
Yeah.
physical. I'm
Better
all
than
about it.
Judgment Day.
So,
They didn't
They
wait for people
said
to hit each other. They didn't keep Eddie Kingston and Jericho away from each other until the pay-per-view. So it was good to get it right off the bat because they usually do that.
It's on site, pal.
Yeah,
That's my Eddie Kingston impression.
And the
The
best
other
part
thing-
of it all,
the other
William
thing I
Regal
love
punched
about
Jericho in the
AEW
face.
every
And
single
did he
week
punch him?
is we have full cards for We know Rampage obviously is being taped now, but we have like a full card for Dynamite next week.
Yeah,
And full stack card. You guys have it in front of you? You want me to read it to you? for
No,
Dynamite
read it
next
to
week?
us.
Read it.
So we have Jericho and William Regal facing off. So we just mentioned both of them.
We didn't mention Regal popping Jericho tonight.
I said it 4 times.
Ace did.
Yeah, I could hear who was saying what.
You put a PNG in front of my face, so I wasn't able to. All right, so Kyle O'Reilly versus Ray Phoenix, first round of the Owen Hart tournament. Britt Baker versus a Joker. Samoa Joe versus the Joker. Hangman versus Takashita. That's not how you say his name. Excalibur said it differently, but it's Takasha. I think that's how he says his name.
Takeshita.
And then Wardlow takes 10 lashes from MJF. And then we also have Adam Cole versus Darby Allin. From Jeff Hardy, because he beat him in the thing. That's a stacked freaking Dynamite next week.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you can't get one announced match on Raw or SmackDown. You have no idea.
No announced mouses on Raw.
And then on Rampage, guys. So this Friday, I do this segment on my show, so maybe I'll do it with you guys. You say yes or no. Are you watching? Just simple answer, round robin. Are you watching Rampage this week? I'm going to read you the card. Riho versus Ruby Soho, first round of the Owen Hart Cup. Jade Cargill and the baddies will speak. You have the TNT Championship, Scorpio Sky versus Frankie Kazarian. The Death Triangle versus Butcher, Blade, and Mark Quinn. And then Sean Spears versus Bear Boulder. Are you watching Rampage, Nick Storm?
Well, I'll be Nick the comic nerd here. Yes, I am.
Nick, gotta put a thumbs up and just be silent. It's audio. Freemz, you watching it or not?
Well, I'm a bit of a fucking loser, so yes.
So that's why we're all here, baby. That's what it's all about.
I would watch it if it was going to be bad. So,
Tom, yes or no?
I would say yes, but I haven't watched Rampage in weeks.
Wow,
Tom, you're missing out on so much good shit.
I have them still on my DVR because I want to go back and watch them, and I know there's some good matches I've missed, so I will. It's just so hard to go back and watch it sometimes.
Tom's waiting for Rampage Mania so he could watch 18 hours of Rampage.
Oh my god!
I'll tell you this, Tom. Don't wait to watch those to catch up with the newest one. You can go and start on the newest one and still go back and watch those.
That's true.
Yeah. New show coming to the tavern before our Rampage, featuring myself and Tom. We watch 18 hours of 18 hours of Rampage.
OFG and Belcast, you guys watching it?
I'm watching it.
I'm watching it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
prime time.
I watch every week, and the best thing about it, if you watch it on your DVR, you can just fast forward it, and it's a great watch. Saturday morning, no big deal. Sometimes I watch it live, but Saturday morning is just as good.
Yeah. It's Saturday morning for me regardless. So
do we have predictions for the Joker? I know you guys said Cesaro and potentially Miro for the men's, but what about for the women? Any names popping?
Joaquin Phoenix. Either Joaquin Phoenix or Heath Ledger. Maybe Jack Nicholson. Put that in there.
Oh my god.
That might be a wait, I'm reading my notes here.
I have my Joker selection.
For the women?
For the women's.
What do you got, Freemz?
Oh my god, what is her name?
Athena.
Athena. Yeah, Athena is my.
Oh, the former
Ember Moon.
Yeah, Ember Moon from WWE. I like that pick. Tom, you have any pick for that?
I could see it being Athena. I think Britt Baker's going to win the whole thing. So I just don't know if it's going to be anybody big because usually the Joker is somebody that wins.
Wait, I don't know if Britt Baker is going to win the whole thing. We'll see, but.
Well, if you look at both sides, Britt's definitely making it through that one side because they need a heel and a face facing each other. So
yeah.
She's the only heel on
Toni
that side.
Storm winning the whole thing, dude.
Yeah. We're on a collision course to get Tony versus Britt, I think. I think that's what we're going to get.
Yeah.
Depending on who the Joker is.
I don't know who it's going to be. I mean, is it the toxic Tessa Blanchard or not?
Sonny. Never mind.
Oh my god, it's going to be Sonny.
Oh my god, that's Sonny's music.
Someone's going to bail her out. She's going to do one fucking appearance.
She just comes there.
To the ring.
They just do the Wardlow gimmick. She has her walking out to the ring with music with the
I like this better. She just comes down the ramp in fucking Hangman's Tesla wasted.
Yeah.
Right before she hits somebody, the battery
and
dies.
causes at least 5 casualties in the arena.
That's her finishing move right there.
Yeah. Oh, back out!
Oh yeah.
She's driving. Oh my god.
Good point, Jordan.
I gotta say, this was much better than the Raw Down. I have to say, guys. I've been on the Raw Down.
Raw Down.
Look at the cast that we have here. Are you kidding?
I was on the Raw Down.
We don't have it. Hey, guess what? We don't have any young fuckers in the thing. I'm old and young Anthony. Okay, we're all young at heart, but I'm talking about baby toddler size. I'm talking about young Antoine. Okay, looking at you.
I was spitting fire at them talking about Judgment Day this week. They were making me ill.
You were hilarious,
Tom. Debate. We have a great conversation about House of Black and Judgment Day. It's a really good conversation.
I got
Yeah,
one
but
thing to
first
say
gotta get my
down.
way.
and
There's
that's
only
that.
room for one Khan in the wrestling business, Nick. And it's me, it's Tony Khan.
Right there.
Wait, I just want to say something. Young Anthony says, "Shut up, you're 2 years old." Well, if I'm 2 years old, you're teething, buddy. All right, get the fuck out of here, man.
You guys are co-hosts. It's co-host on co-host. Some damage.
It's
going
a
on.
chip hit, brother. Chip
BELCASTER
heat.
and I get along. We're shots of nostalgia brothers, you know. So
Well, we haven't started the show yet, so
yeah.
hopefully
When
this
are you
is-
starting?
doesn't
It's been
blow up.
advertised for about how many months? See, this is the
Oh,
thing,
man.
and young Anthony. I'm gonna put you on blast right now. We said
God.
we were gonna do shot of nostalgia, and we're doing it. We're on episode 4. Where's before our time? Where is it? I don't
Yeah,
see
young
it.
yeah. Let's all blame young Anthony for
Where
that. even
is
though
it?
I'm the,
Jesus Christ.
I'm the
Where
host
is
for it.
it?
He jumped on here with us.
Before
Someone
our
said,
time.
"Don't diss the future of our country." Kind of makes me
Dude.
glad that I have a feeling I'm gonna die young.
Dude, no, you know what it is? You know what it is? Young Anthony getting his freaking college fund, whatever. Get out of here, dude. You
Coming
freaking.
after young Anthony.
You guys might as well wait till WrestleMania 40 and just do the nice anniversary show.
Yeah. There you go.
Meanwhile, you can watch
One
Shot of
episode.
Nostalgia 1996, episode 4. We're going to be reviewing Super Brawl 6
Super
on
Brawl
Friday,
6.
guys. Come on. It's
And
so
before
much
you do
fun.
that, check in at Fig Night on Tuesday.
Get
I
your
wasn't
shit in,
here this
everybody.
week. Yeah, no.
Fucking throwing it up there.
But it doesn't take much to carry Raw down.
I was
I like
going to do
how-
my shilling, but you guys just shill away. I'm just.
All right, so Monday we have the fucking GCW show, which is on a hiatus until Memorial Day, and we get it back. Tuesday, of course, we have live only on streaming Fig Night and those frauds on the Raw down late at night. You don't want to watch it, but you do because it's so good. Wednesday, we have the AEW wrap-up show where you have this cast of guys coming out here. And then Thursday, you have the Honor Society, me, Freemz, and also Sneed coming at you hot with all ROH. And don't forget Friday. We also have Shot of Nostalgia. Make sure you watch that. Streaming only, guys. You guys have to watch it. Why not watch it live? Hop in, get in the comments. You guys, there's a lot of new people in here. I haven't seen some of these guys. Ken, you seem like you're new to the crew right here.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
He
Like.
thinks Judgment Day is good, so
I like Ken George. You know what? I like him.
And while you're checking that out,
supports the
We
tavern.
also have the podcast release
get it.
scheduled Monday, the Turnbuckle debate. We did film or whatever, go through it today. We recorded, however you want to say it. We recorded today, had a great debate. It was myself, J-Bone, and the Two Bad Chats talking everything about the debate. I will not spoil the topics. There are some good ones, though. Tuesday, of course, we have the 2 shows on hiatus. Broken VCR until the time being. We'll be on hiatus, but you guys don't want to miss when it returns. Hawkamania is running wild. You have to check it out. The Broken VCR. Go back. Use your time right now to check out what they have done in the past. That is a must-listen show. If you guys have a preconceived notion about what Hawk brings to the tavern, he is a rock star on that show. I have to just give him credit there. And also, obviously, the Bad Chat. They come at you hot with some really good information. And of course, the fucking GCW show rocks. Make sure you guys check that out when it's back. Wednesday, we have the Raw Down release of the podcast. Thursday, we have the flagship. I cannot wait to listen to the flagship. But make sure you guys check out that number on our Instagram. Call the hotline. Your audio can be used in the show. I cannot wait to see how they use the audio that was called in because inevitably, I know people called. I know you guys called and gave your hot takes.
Oh yeah.
Check
Damn
those
right.
numbers out. We have 304 404. There you go.
Well, let's all say it at the same time. The number. Bring the number back up. Ready? Let's all just shout it out. 304402004. That is 304-404-244-34212. Malfunctioning. Error.
Of course, Friday we have Turnbuckle Sessions. Mike BELCASTER and the OG Fig Kid bring the heat. I'm not sure what they're talking about this week, but it's sure to be fire. Make sure you guys check it out. And of course, Saturday we no longer have the podcast release of Fig Night, but I'm sure we'll have something else in place. But you guys, there's so much content. Leave a subscribe. Leave a review. If you leave a review, you get a sticker. We'll send you a Turnbuckle Tavern sticker. We'll also send you an Acefield Retro sticker. If you guys want one of these, they're beautiful. If you see me in person somewhere, I'll give it to you. I have always stickers on me. As BELCASTER says, I keep that thing on me. So
That's what I do.
that's not quite Excalibur, but I hope I did a stand-up job for the AEW wrap-up show.
You did great. We appreciate it.
We just need a hip hop beat in the background, and you would have done Rap God.
A lot of new people here tonight, guys. Please
up,
make sure
friends?
you follow and like and subscribe and hit the bell so you know when we go live.
It's my gimmick.
I'm a Ken George guy, man. I'm a Ken George guy.
Ring the bell, ding, 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 to make sure when you go. Oh my God, that's money right there.
Oh God,
this is why I'm an icon. Boom.
Yes, for real though. Make sure you like while you're here, like, like below, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell button so you guys know when we go live. There's so much on the tavern you need to check out.
Yes.
I gotta jump in, guys. Before we log off, I was totally burned out with wrestling. I wanted nothing to do with watching wrestling, and then I started watching you all on the tavern, and now I can't not watch wrestling all over again. And thank you very much. And to be here with all of you guys means a lot to me. So I just want to say thank you, and you guys are doing a great job. Keep doing exactly what you're doing.
Thank you, man.
It's always a pleasure seeing you in the chat, OFG. I always pop a little bit whenever I see that old fat guy BMX. It's great. It's a great time. Thank you for sticking and supporting us.
And he's not
really
old,
appreciate
and he's
it.
not fat, but I'm sure he's rocking a BMX.
He's young. He's young and adored. I'll tell you that.
Young, handsome guy BMX. That's what we want to call him here.
Well, buy me dinner, and you can pretty much call me whatever you want.
Check this shit out. Show your shit.
Nah, we're here to talk wrestling.
He's got a hat. He's got a hat. With the logo on.
Let me see that goddamn hat. Let me see that hat.
Show the hat.
Here, if it'll make you feel better, I show my shit. So
I need an OFG. I need an OFG hat. Where can we find that hat?
Well, if you would like to learn more about what I do or some of my teammates, you can go on Facebook, Old Fat Guy BMX. You can look us up on Instagram, Old Fat Guy BMX, or you can go to my website for merch, ofgbmx.com. What I do is I get people my age back on the bicycle, back to having fun, and just enjoying life on wheels.
Like man,
yeah,
that's brilliant.
Awesome. Stoney McGee, you just got a follow right there. So
thank you.
This is what we do.
That merch is fire.
No.
Wait, do you have shirts with that logo as well?
Yes.
Right,
is that embroidered, sir?
This shirt is literally all over the world, and I say that with a lot of pride, and I'm very humbled by it.
I got stickers too.
Stickers. We got stickers. We got shirts. We got jerseys. We got stuff. So ofgbmx.com.
I have to send a care package to Eric Bischoff because he loves
Say it one more time.
ofgbmx.com.
Tom's typing it out for you. We're gonna slap it up on the screen.
Click it, guys. Buy some merch for a good cause.
Yeah,
I love what you do, man. That is awesome.
Hell yeah. Anything else, gentlemen? Before we wrap it up, wrapping it up.
Twitch.tv/Freemz.
Hell yeah. Watch Freemz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Nick Storm Review.
Stream almost daily. That's like almost a part-time job for me at this point. So any support,
wide people
helps
happy.
a lot. So yeah, a lot of wide people, happy. If you're a Twitch fan, you know what I'm talking about. The wide people happy.
No YouTube frogs allowed.
It is 18 plus. It gets very degenerate over there.
They walk around like they're cats.
Make a lot of jokes about bodily fluids, and I pretend to be a cat girl on VR chat.
They walk around like they're cats.
Meow.
I also want to thank you guys. I got another Infinity Stone from the Tavern. I'm just like 2 shows away from having all of them.
Ace is inevitable.
I would love to be back on the wrap-up show. I mean, I know it conflicts with my show, but I'm thinking about just putting it on a hiatus. This was too much damn fun, man. I had a great time on here.
You're always welcome, man.
You're welcome here anytime. You're welcome on sessions too.
I would love to. I mean, we have a busy Thursday night, but if I can run the Briscoe gauntlet like Mike Belcaster does, I don't know. I gotta build up my endurance like he has.
As Nick Storm says, I outpod everyone.
Wow.
Yeah, we need that shirt, the Christian shirt. Outpod everybody.
Yeah, we need Mike looking out to the peeps.
Me looking for my DoorDash driver.
You guys are the best. Go buy some shirts, guys. Buy some merch and some good stuff. I got my new Taskmaster, I should say anti-Taskmaster shirt. Fuck Kevin Sullivan. He sucks. I have the shirt for Shot Nostalgia coming my way. Hopefully it's here by Friday so you guys can see it on the stream. But yeah, there's some good stuff. I'm a Mike Belcaster guy. I think we all are. Buy goddamn shirt.
I finally have a new shirt.
Yeah, Freemz.
We're gonna get a graphic for that shit too.
I have it on my on Honor Society, so you guys will see it live on Thursday. Well, tomorrow, I should say.
Send Hawk.
Get the mug, get the wrap out, all Elite Farms. If you can't find it on Pro Wrestling,
get your Nick Storm apparel.
Go on Teespring. We've done enough shilling, guys, but this has been a fucking blast. You guys are the best. Yeah. Turnbuckle Tavern making wrestling fun again.
That's what I like to hear. Well, until next time, everybody enjoy yourselves. Have a safe weekend. Don't drink and drive unless you're drinking sodas.
Fuck Sonny.
Unless you're Sonny. Yeah.
And the Usos suck too, so fire those guys.
If you're Sonny, make sure you have bail. That's all I gotta say.
Stop it.
If you can't make the bail, you're going to jail. We'll catch you guys on the flip side.